It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. High throw, but the catch is made. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, here is Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They go play action with Brissett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a give to Gibson.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Tedrick Thompson picks it.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. 27.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
47. We got 46. 22's coming. Let's go one more. That's 22.
From the 39, Prescott. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 31. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Brett Hundley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Single. 13, 13, 13, watch 13. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw, Brissett. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott from the gun. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run with Wilson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Brissett on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On on 2nd and 7. Brissett.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find some spark somewhere, and so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing, Brissett. Shakes off the sand, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Right back to use check again. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60. 26 Mike, 26. Rambo 80. You're not ready. Check.
Now Hundley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
51 the mic, boys, 51.
Here's Brissett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gibson again.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Butker's kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26, Mike. 27. 26, Mike.
Throwing, Hundley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hundley.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hundley eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
26, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Brissett finds his tight end Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Gun, Brissett.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Brissett. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brissett again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On play action, Brissett. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up first and goal.
Hey, kill. 51's the mic.
They'll run with Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Watch the shift. Check 26, check 28, go.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack on 1st down, Brissett, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The utter domination about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game